What does it mean to be strong? I said before that I want to get strong, so what does it actually mean? When you are strong, you are able to do more things, even the difficult things. So you become more capable. And of course, when you are able to do more, even the difficult things, you are able to experience more. And when you experience more, you can live more experience-rich life. And at least that is what I want to do. Because life is amazing, here's everything, and I have done so little, so why not? When you get stronger and you have done more difficult things, all those little bit less difficult things starts to feel easy. So your base level of what you are capable of doing is actually getting kind of higher. You can do more and more and more stuff, and that is consuming less energy for you because you're stronger. And of course, what comes to the strength, that is the whole package, inside and outside, of course. But I have divided it now the two different sections, which are a kind of outer strength, which is the physical strength, your body, and then the inner one, inner strength, mind power, mental strength, however you want to call it. I'm gonna start with the physical strength because that is much easier, much more simple, I would say. What is it to be physically strong? At least how I see it. Then I have body awareness, body control, the actual strength, mobility, flexibility, explosiveness, pain tolerance, oxygen uptake. I don't know if that is the right word for that. Anyway, those are the physical things, kind of the outer things. What I consider that, okay, when I have these, I'm strong with each one of these, then I am strong, physically strong. And then there is that inner strength, the mind power, mental strength. And just like the body, there is different muscles in your mind as well. And just like body, I want to work out my whole body to make it whole. Everything is strong. That's how I see that it's the same thing with the mind as well. There's different muscles. I want to get stronger with all of those things. And of course I understand that I cannot get, with all of those, I cannot get strong straight away. I have to focus on some topics and go with that. If you're only strengthening, for example, discipline, then you are just strengthening your, let's say, biceps at the gym. But there's all the other muscles as well. So why not to train those as well? For me, it doesn't make any sense. What are those different muscles in my mind that I need to train? And if you are really interested about this topic, maybe you have been studying about this topic already, I'm giving you a challenge straight away. Just pause the video and think, what does it mean for you? Okay, I gave it already, discipline. What else? That is just only one. So if you think about it for yourself, being mentally strong, what is it for you? How many can you find? How many? Just in a couple of minutes or whatever. There are surprisingly many. Some of these are still linked together somehow. They are a little bit like similar, but just like the body, if you are training some muscle, at the same time there's some other muscles which are kind of getting affected as well. I wrote it down because there's so many. Let's see, what did I get here? Am I tripping? I think I can see the fourth dimension now. It's coming from the lens. The obvious one, discipline, self-discipline. That is super important. Bravery, capability to learn and implement the new information to your life. Capability to control your emotions. Capability to process your feelings, thoughts, things and experiences. Then there is humility or humbleness. What do I mean by that is that you you understand that you don't know everything, so you're constantly learning. If you are not humble enough for that, you think that you know everything, you stop learning. And also humble enough to admit your mistake and fix your mistake if you have done something like that. Also to apologize if there is need for that. Capability to feel empathy or just understand other people. Capability to take responsibility. Take responsibility about yourself or others if there is need for that. So there's many different things inside of it. Time management, capability to plan things and stick to your plans as well. Leadership. And then of course, stress tolerance. If there's uncertainty, if there's doubt, if there's uncomfortable stuff, or if there's lots of changes going on, something difficult. Self-awareness or connection to yourself. It may sound like that's really obvious, but nowadays, no, it's not. Intuition, capability to be grounded or get grounded if you are not. Adaptability, capability to act based on your own values, that you are not slipping away from those. Social skills, there's many different things of course there, but overall social skills. And then capability to be alone, just being with yourself. And I mean like really being with yourself, not alone watching phone or something like that. I'm talking about being with yourself, nothing else, no one else. Capability to think by yourself and question things, that you are not just buying whatever kind of information you are getting, that you are just accepting that as a truth straight away. You have to be able to process and think by yourself. Also the capability to protect yourself from the mental and emotional way. Business intelligence or being business wise. And that is really a certain kind of muscle in your mind, which is something that I don't have so much. Capability to talk and listen. Some people can do only one of them, but I think everyone should be able to do both of them. Imagination and visualization. Capability to make decisions. Capability to be grateful. And sometimes it's not so easy, especially if you're living through hard times. Patience. Memory, that you are able to remember if you need to remember something. Also disappearing from us, because everything is on here, so we don't even need to remember anymore. But I think that is part of being strong as well. Capability to create, but I just noticed that is really certain kind of muscle in mind as well, which is really different than anything else. To be able to create something to this world which was not there before. And yes, that's what I heard, it will get stronger when you are training it, so that's what I'm doing. Sense of humor. And yeah, you could think like, yeah, you have sense of humor or you don't, or maybe you have some certain kind of sense of humor, but even with that I don't think that is exactly true. I think you can learn how to be more and more humoristic. Capability to concentrate, to focus, without that you are getting distracted. Really important one, and definitely disappearing from us. Pressure tolerance, that you can still act even though there is pressure. And rush tolerance, if you really need to make an action, if you are in a rush, but you can still handle yourself, you can still act. And then if we go a little bit deeper, if you're into those kind of things, if you're believing that there's some kind of higher powers than what we are or whatever, one muscle as well which you can learn more is the connection to the higher power, universe, God, higher self, whatever you want to call it. And then also the capability to see the signs what the universe is dropping to you. Like, hey, go here, follow this, whatever it is, that you are capable of seeing those, and that goes a little bit together with the bravery as well, and to follow those signs as well. And okay, if we go, still keep going a little bit deeper or kind of that direction, then there is the capability to recognize which resistance is which. Because so far, at least, I don't know, maybe there's even more, but so far I have noticed that there's two different kind of resistance. There's the resistance which is like your body or the intuition or whatever, it's trying to tell you this is the wrong direction. And the resistance which is coming from stress response. Something is difficult, you know that okay, this is gonna be hard, and that's why you are feeling resistance towards it. And to be able to make the difference between those two things. Because sometimes it's not so easy. Should I push through or should I just like, okay, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, and of course you have to be able to be here now. So presence. If you're all the time just in your mind or whatever, you are missing so much about what is happening in that very moment, because that's where we are. Everything is happening all the time, always, forever, here and now. Not in the future, not in the past. So, and that of course should be really obvious that we are in this moment, but so often we are not. We are inside of our minds. So I think there was something like 34, 35 different muscles, what I found. That different ways to practice my mind, to get stronger. If you notice that I did miss something, and it can be something really obvious as well, just let me know. Just leave the comment or just send me a message, because I just want to know. I want to learn. So what is more there? What did I miss? And anyway, I want to hear your thoughts as well. How do you think about this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you see that actually it's just one muscle in your mind that you are training, or do you see that there is different muscles? Because 34, 35 like sounds pretty simple. Is it really so easy to get mentally strong?